The Marvel Cinematic Universe has introduced some of the biggest superheroes in history, but if Marvel had to protect just one character, it wouldn't be the strongest hero, it wouldn't be the smartest, and it wouldn't even be the one who started the MCU. It would be Spider-Man. Because every time Marvel reaches a turning point, Spider-Man somehow becomes the center of attention. When Tom Holland made his MCU debut, fans instantly embraced him. Then came Spider-Man, No Way Home, a movie that didn't just break box office records. It brought 3 generations of Spider-Man fans together in the same theater. Some came for Tobey Maguire, some came for Andrew Garfield, and millions came to watch Tom Holland continue his journey. Very few characters in fiction can unite audiences like that. So, what makes Spider-Man so different? Why does one teenage superhero continue to define Marvel after more than 6 decades? The answer has nothing to do with his powers. It has everything to do with who he is. A hero. Every generation claims as their own. Every generation has its Spider-Man. For one generation, it was Tobey Maguire. For another, Andrew Garfield. And today, it's Tom Holland. Different actors, different stories, different versions, yet somehow, every generation believes their Spider-Man is the best. That's incredibly rare. Most characters struggle to stay relevant as time passes. Spider-Man does the exact opposite. With every new generation, he finds millions of new fans because no matter who's wearing the suit, behind the mask is always Peter Parker, a kid trying to balance school, friends, family, responsibility, and a life that never seems to get any easier. He makes mistakes. He loses people he loves. He questions himself. Sometimes he even wants to quit. And that's exactly why people connect with him. Spider-Man was never meant to feel perfect. He was meant to feel human. And that single idea is what turned Spider-Man into Marvel's most important character. Marvel's biggest advantage, Spider-Man didn't become Marvel's most important character because he was the strongest. He became the most important because he never stopped evolving. Every few years, Marvel introduces a new generation to Spider-Man, not by replacing him, but by reinventing him. That's why kids who grew up with Tobey Maguire still love Spider-Man today. Fans who discovered him through Andrew Garfield stayed connected to the character. And now, an entirely new generation sees Tom Holland as their Spider-Man. The actor changes, the suit changes, the universe changes, but Peter Parker never loses what made him special. And that's something Marvel has never been able to recreate with any other hero. Spider-Man isn't tied to one generation, he belongs to all of them. That's why every new Spider-Man movie doesn't just attract superhero fans, it brings back people who thought they'd outgrown superheroes years ago. Because no matter how old you are, there's almost always been a Spider-Man that felt like yours. And that's exactly why Spider-Man isn't just another Marvel character. He's Marvel's greatest long-term investment. What actually makes Spider-Man Marvel's most important character? It's not the web shooters, it's not the iconic suit, and it's definitely not because he wins every fight. It's because Spider-Man does something almost no other superhero can do. He grows with his audience. A child sees Spider-Man as someone cool. A teenager sees someone they can relate to, and an adult finally understands just how much Peter Parker sacrifices every single day. The older you get, the more Spider-Man starts making sense. That's why people don't leave Spider-Man behind as they grow up. They'll understand him even more, and maybe that's the greatest achievement any fictional character can have. Not staying famous, but staying meaningful. That's why, no matter how many new heroes Marvel creates, Spider-Man always finds his way back to the center of the story. Because trends come and go, characters rise and fall, but Spider-Man never feels outdated. He simply finds a new generation and starts inspiring them all over again. And that's why Spider-Man isn't just Marvel's most important character. He's the standard every new Marvel hero is measured against. Not because he's perfect, but because he reminds us that being a hero has never been about powers. It's about getting back up when life gives you every reason to stay down. And that's a lesson that never goes out of style. Every great movie has a story behind the story. If you want to discover those stories with me, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care.